Hi guys, this is Ben, Northwest Assassin Studies and Research. We're just going to do a little drive out video. Not a whole lot of luck today, nothing out of the ordinary. Just ran in a few hunters. Nothing crazy, nothing stuck out. Looking for reports and activity out of the Tillamook State Forest still. You can find me on my Gmail, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. I'll put my links in the bio, and I'll put my email on there too. And there's a couple people on here I need to talk to. I'd like to get in contact with, ask them more about areas, and just to meet up with other researchers. I need to do that. I like to do that. And then I need to message my friend that used to research in Tillamook State Forest. I don't know if he still does, because I don't know if he lives over in this area anymore. But ask him where some good areas are to research it, especially this time of year. I don't know anything about Tillamook State Forest at all. I used to live near here, but I wasn't into research then. Now I am. And right now we're about, probably about 2,000 feet now. Earlier we were at about 2,300 feet. This could be a little bit more, 1,800. Not sure, but yeah, just trying to find areas, and I'll be happy when hunting season's over. Not because I don't like hunters, because I'm a hunter myself, but I mean, less people, less contamination, easier to research and debunk things, and less people in the woods. I'm just trying to figure out, with the weather getting colder, and I won't be surprised if snow starts hitting here in the next week or two, because it's supposed to start raining Thursday where I live, and up here's 2,300 feet elevation, so I'm assuming the rain probably turns to snow. So I'm trying to beat the snow. And then the other thing is, sorry guys, phone's being all campy wampus. Is when the snows hit and like the weather starts getting colder, do you guys think they stay up here or in higher elevations in Tillamook State Forest, since it's such a, I don't know, it's a different climate here. It's interesting. It doesn't seem like it gets as cold as where I'm from, especially the coast side of this, on the mountains, on the more towards Kilches. It stays decently warm compared to other areas, like where I'm from, Dallas. It was in the 20s this week in the mornings. Over here it just gets down to, I think, the 30s, lower 40s, or high 30s, low 40s, something like that. It's very different. So I wonder if that's a huge different, makes a big factor. What are your guys' thoughts? Do you think that, and especially in the Tillamook State Forest, do you guys think they go down elevation, stay up higher still, or do you think they just go back and forth? Because and then my other thing is, what are your guys' thoughts on? I'm trying to figure out. Do you think it's like gorillas? Like their home ranges, like how far do you think they travel, stuff like that? Do they move a lot, or do they stay in the same general location year round? Weather-wise, like, because I know some areas Sasquatch probably do migrate or try to move to lower elevations due to the weather, but here, do you think they stay in the same area year round, or do you think they move around? But those are just thoughts I have, and I'm just trying to narrow it down to better areas I can do research with less people and more activity. It's like the biggest thing is just getting away from people, but with hunting season right now, it's just, I got what I'm going to deal with, and I'm still just learning the area, like I said, so more people can help me out with reports and activity. Like, I look online all the time, and I'm always checking my email. It helps a lot. Not gonna lie, I miss my original research area. I really want to get back there. It's been well over a month now since I've been there. But the thing is, with hunting season, all I know, the animal that I was I guess, tracking. Because I don't know. I feel like you don't track Bigfoot. Bigfoot tracks you. Like, you know how the thing is. They know you're there before you even know they're there. I don't even know if he or she or it is even in that area anymore right now, since with all the hunting in that area. It could have went easily somewhere else for the time being. And weather-wise, maybe higher up right now. I don't know. I don't know anything about their habits, like what they do and things. And that's the whole reason I'm trying to research, is to learn more about Sasquatch. Because I don't believe in Sasquatch. I know they exist. I've seen one. And I've had enough encounters to corroborate with knowing their existence. Plus the seeing one really nails it down. But it's just, I don't know. But I don't know. I'm trying to get more time into research. I'm trying to, hopefully here in the next couple months, I'll have myself a little 4x4 XJ or something I can use to turn in complete strictly research, so I can travel more around instead of using my girlfriend's for her all the time. I have a Dodge Cummins, a 24 valve, but right now she's parked over where I used to live in that area at a friend's farm. And I need to get it going again and running. It's been sitting for about 2 months full of stuff since the whole house debacle happened and we ended up in the trailer because of it. So hopefully here in the next few months we'll own a house, so that'll be nice. And I can start doing my other hobbies too. But no, this is, excuse me. No, I enjoy doing this, running around out here in the woods and looking around, running my dogs and seeing things. But yeah, so we're just gonna drive out and see anything cool. Let me know. Just gonna film until we get to civilization. Not a whole lot else to talk about because it's been real quiet lately. Nothing that interesting lately. I have thought about doing live shows, like videos on here, just to talk to people on here. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Or like on TikTok or some social media platform, doing lives. I don't know how it works on YouTube. I gotta ask a friend of mine. They do them a lot. Just thoughts. These are some questions. It's a car, I can tell. Ellie? Sorry. Couldn't tell there's a Y right here, and I couldn't tell if there was a car coming down or not. My dog keeps sticking her head out the window, and it hits the mirror, a little light on her collar, so it looks like headlights. But I have noticed today, though, the temperatures past couple days have significantly dropped. That's the reason why I asked the question about Sasquatch moving to lower elevations. And plus this fish runs are going, salmon runs and stuff are going right now. Salmon just got over with, and I believe steelhead's starting up now here very, very shortly. I think it's the winter run. I don't know what they call it. I haven't fished for salmon or steelhead since I was 15 years old, so after moving over here towards Tillamook, I definitely want to get back into salmon fishing and steelhead fishing because they are everywhere here. And I love it. And I love salmon. It's really good. But yeah, no, ever since, it is just definitely a different environment than I'm used to. Not saying that we didn't go in the forest like you see my other videos. This is public land, and it reminds me kind of an area called Black Rock, Oregon. It reminds me of that, but you can't get in there because it's all closed gates because it's private property. Weyerhaeuser owns it. This is what it reminds me of. So it's hard getting used to, and it's just seems more vast. I don't know how to explain it. It just seems more rugged than where I'm at. Even though I lived on the Coast Range too, just the east side of the Coast Range, outside of Dallas. Dallas at the time, and we did research out of the central coast range, so basically from Dallas to between Lincoln City and Dallas, Oregon, and basically Vengeance Court, all that area. We did research, but it seems like this area seems a lot more green. Well, state property, so I guess not much logging goes on in here. I guess I don't know. It just seems more vibrant. Maybe just got out of the way. The only thing I don't like is all the litter places and stuff. That's the only thing I liked about running around on private land. You didn't see many dump sites, but in state property, public property, you see a lot more people littering. And I always believe pack in and pack out. And if you find stuff, like if I had my pickup, all the trash I find, I would just throw in the bin in my pickup, throw it in a dumpster somewhere. But since I have a 4Runner right now, I can't do that. But I'm a very big belief pack in, pack out, and always leave the forest cleaner than you found it. Because that's why gates have been closed on private forest properties, because they got tired of people dumping stuff out there. But that's a whole different conversation. But hopefully we'll see some wildlife on the way out, some elk or something. Or, well, I highly doubt elk. Right now they're all hiding from elk hunters. So doubt we'll see any. Maybe some deer. I haven't seen any bear or anything yet. I know they're out here. I've always wondered, you think you'd see more bear in like activity since the salmon have been running, and then the steelhead will be soon. You think you'd see more bear activity down the rivers, but so far I haven't seen any. And I'm up here, well, you guys know, like every weekend, sometimes multiple times a week. Plus, with my job I have, I run around all over the place near forest properties and near rivers and stuff, and I've never seen any bear. It's very interesting. I always thought that was kind of odd, because I know there's a lot of black bear in Tillamook State Forest. I'm assuming it's such a rich environment with food and shelter that I wouldn't see why there wouldn't be. That's the reason why I believe there's Sasquatch in Tillamook State Forest. Not just because of all the reports, just from the pure lush environment there. This is like the habitat is amazing. It's food, shelter. The climate seems pretty moderate compared to the valley. So, I don't know. Sorry about all my jibber jabber the last couple of videos. It's just trying to show stuff what we go do, but it's just hard to talk about things if you don't know what to talk about. And you don't find Bigfoot every time you go out. That just doesn't happen. So yeah, every once in a while I'll pop up a video like, oh, I got something, but you don't know if it was Bigfoot unless you actually saw it. I'll just record it just in case, like the wood knocks. I'm about 80% sure it was Sasquatch, just because there was no one else up there, and it was the middle between seasons, and it was close to me too. So it wasn't like far distance; it was close. But all I know could have been some sneaky hunter or somebody hiding, and I just didn't see. You don't know. But that's just something you gotta deal with. But not, like I said, not everything's Bigfoot, and you don't find big Sasquatch evidence every time you go out. Hopefully soon I can find some more evidence. And my goal is I really, really hope one day I can find a nice footprint. That's what I'd like to find one day. It's like I found that one about the valley area, and but that was well over a year and a half ago, and I haven't found anything since. And was my first time ever casting anything. See, now we're back to frozenness. Oh gosh. I need to learn how to cast it. Like, one thing I do want to cast, I want to get some elk prints casted, I want to get deer prints casted, and I want to get bear and cougar prints casted. Just little varieties of things I can use to compare things with. And I should probably cast a foot of my own foot so I can at least see what a human foot looks compared to if I do maybe, hopefully one day, find another one. At least have some type of comparison. And one day I want to do like events, like go to Bigfoot conferences and have a booth. I think that'd be kind of cool. Or like even like those fairs, county fairs and stuff, or logging shows. Have like a little booth. But I think that'd be so cool. Oh my gosh, sorry guys, it's literally bumpy. But I think that'd be really fun. Absolutely, I would love to do that. Those are my goals. Like next summer, I'm hoping to do a couple events. We'll see what happens. I think there's a event in Toledo logging show that I kind of want to try to have a vendor, well, I guess you call it a vendor spot. Not really selling anything, just showing and getting reports. But I just think it'd be fun. I'm hoping to do some events though. I think really want to. Specifically, especially on the Oregon coast and like towards Detroit, Mount Hood. Those would be fun too. That was odd. Guy stopped behind me. I was in a state trooper. They have the Dodges out here. I don't know. And the forestry department rigs, or whatever they are, they're white. The sheriff is, I believe, white too. I don't know. But yeah, I think it'd be really, I'd love to just show Bigfoot stuff and talk to people about Bigfoot and like show the public. That's how you get reports too. That's why I want to do events like that. I don't think I'll ever get to do like the sorry guys, that's a big bump. Big events and stuff like Kelso. I don't think I'd ever be able to do that. I think you have to have a really good reputation, a good name to go do that event. I'm not sure. Probably could talk to somebody and find that out. Plus, I'd have to figure out my work, because my work schedule is Tuesday through Saturday. It's kind of a pain. I don't really care for it because it kind of gets in the way of my going to events and like swap meets, because I'm in them all railroading too. Do some events. Maybe this summer I can try to do some. I don't know who to talk to, what events and what places. It's just I gotta make sure, find out when they are and how I can set up for one and what I need and stuff. And then the other thing is I'm trying to figure out if I should make a Patreon, because I've always thought about trying to get a little bit like donations and stuff to go towards research equipment and research. I don't know how I feel really about it. I've always been kind of iffy about that type of stuff because I've always just got everything on my own. But it's like, it's expensive researching, but like I said, it's just a hobby. But I don't know. Like right now, I'm saving up for eventually after we get house, get all that finished. And house is done, everything's done. I'd like to. I'm trying to find a flare. I think that's what they're called, or at least some type of heat signature device. Doesn't even need to be like a high-end one. Just something that I can use. If anyone knows of a good brand, it doesn't even need to be a flare. Just something that I can do heat signatures with. And then those night vision goggles I got for my birthday, I'm trying to figure out. I did a full charge on it. We're gonna try it again, but it was sucking the battery down really, really fast. I don't know why. Like, I mean, extremely fast. They work amazing, absolutely amazing. But I just noticed it really sucks the battery down. So I don't know if you guys know anything about that type of stuff. Maybe why, if it's just temperatures. As you can see from the road, it's a little frozen right now. It's just a knockoff Chinese one. That could be it. But it's like, I don't have like $2,000 or $3,000 laying around for one of those expensive high-end ones. Like, I wanted to get a drone thermal camera one. I get on there, I look on Google and stuff, I'm like, never mind. I don't want to have to pull pretty much another mortgage or something now just to buy one. I didn't realize how expensive things were. It's crazy how expensive research equipment is. And then the other thing is, I would like to know from fellow researchers, what are some things I can get to help with research? Like parabolic mics and recorders. Like, what are some brands that you look for that don't break the bank but are still good? Those are some things I'd like to know from the other people that I've used and can maybe help me lead towards some good products that don't cost $1 million. Now, I would love to hear more about that type of stuff. It looks like, we're about towards the end, starting to get more bumpy. So, okay. Excuse me, sorry guys. They haven't graded this road. It's just absolutely tore up. No, it drives me nuts. But so we're towards the end. There's not really a whole lot to from here. So y'all have a good night. Any suggestions on the equipment I can get? What are your guys' thoughts on Patreon or some type of donation thing or something like that, or events, things like that, things that can help with my research and the support for the research group for equipment and stuff, and going on outings and things and whatnot. What are your guys' thoughts on stuff like that? So let me know in the comments. Any reports or activity. Look at my bio. There'll be my Gmail and all that on there. So send me a message. All right, have a good night, guys.